Hey all, this is Lyellin, and it's been a while, and I apologize for that. A few people reached out and commented or asked, say, hey, what was happening? And well, my computer died, basically. I know if you watched the last videos I had been recording, they looked... It was suffering, especially in EU4, trying to record, and I could never ever stream, but trying to record at the same time as playing itself was really bad. And just things were not working out whatsoever. I basically burned out the chip, the processor. So I took a little bit of time off during the holidays. My fiance and I are wedding planning right now. We're getting married at the end of the year, so that's been taking up some time. And it took me a while to acquire all the parts to build my computer. And you can see here I have a new parts list up. This is what I am currently running. 6-core i7. We've got that forces all sorts of new stuff, so the X99 motherboards and the DDR4 RAM. I only have 8 gig in there. I'll be upgrading that over the next month or two. Probably to 24 is my guess. I could support up to 128 with this board. That would be ridiculous. But my guess is that I'll try to get up to 24. Added in a hard drive, a solid state drive for the operating system. I've actually got 3 hard drives in there, only one that I bought new, 2 from my older computer, so I've got a lot of my old files. I've had a little bit of issues with that. A new GTX 970 with the Strix. The Strix is really quiet. I really appreciate it, and I haven't been able to really stress it out yet. I don't play, obviously I play, roguelites and EU4 and stuff that isn't too graphically intensive, but I've tried, and it does pretty well. A Thor full tower, which I absolutely love, and then the Seasonic power supply, which, this is maybe my 3rd or 4th computer I've built. I'm not a big builder, and let me tell you, the first time using a modular power supply, I was so happy with it. Yeah, so new computer, sprung for the Noctua fans. They're ugly as sin, but damn if they aren't. They don't move a lot of air, next to no sound. So really happy with that. New computer's up and running. Unfortunately, it took me probably an extra 2 or 3 weeks to get to a point where I could record again, because the computer was being a pain. And I think I fixed it. I was getting random restarts, and I'm not getting those anymore. And the reason I'm not is, as far as I can tell, if you do a clean install of Windows 8.1, Windows 8.1, at least according to a couple of posts that I could find online, doesn't optimize the SSD automatically. You sort of have to let it do it. And of course, when you're building a new computer and you're installing things and you're, okay, let's test this and update that driver and make sure you get the software, you don't give it a lot of time to basically sit idle. And so I went about installing, blah, 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 and it would crash. And it would crash. And it would crash. And I couldn't figure it out. And it turns out that it really needs to do that optimization, which is basically just running the trim command, I think. I'm not positive on this. Because it doesn't defrag, right? SSDs, you don't defrag SSDs. But it does a trim, and it helps. I actually, that's about as far as I understand it. However, what I do know is that after spending 2 weeks trying to troubleshoot and replacing the power supply, thinking I had a bum power supply, doing all sorts of crazy power settings and all sorts of stuff that I just, to be honest, I was teaching myself more about my computer than I really knew. We got to the point where I realized that I had no answer. And then I finally found these posts on the SSD, and I went, well, okay, this is worth a try, I guess. And I ran the optimization program that Samsung gives you, and then I also did what sort of forced the issue to make Windows 8.1 do what I wanted to do. And lo and behold, all of my restarting problems went away. Completely. I have no idea why. So I'm assuming that was it. I also changed the SATA cable, but that didn't seem to do it. But it was all on the same day, so I may have been, maybe it was that plus something. I'm not really sure. But it's working now. I'm still dealing with a couple other minor issues. They don't affect my ability to record or play games. They just affect sort of how I use it. I can't tell the computer to go to sleep. If it ever sleeps, it shuts down and then restarts. So I can't tell this to sleep, and if I try to tell it to shut down, it restarts. There are a lot of things that could cause that. I've yet to be able to solve it, but it doesn't affect me actually using the computer. It just affects the fact that I basically have to hard shut it down whenever I want to go to bed, that kind of thing, instead of letting it sleep. So minor issues aside, we're good to go. We're going to start recording again. I'm very excited. There's been a lot of games that have come out in the last couple months that I've been really wanting to play, and also a couple games that I sort of discovered over the last couple months that I wanted to play. And also some games coming up in the next week or 2, 3 weeks that I'm really excited by. So the first thing is on my old series. I had a couple series going. I had an EU4 series going with Lang Zong. I had Crown Takers. My guess is that I don't know if I'm going to be able to recover those. Crown Takers, I don't think I can. I've not been able to figure out where the save file was. And to be honest, I wasn't really enjoying it by the end, so I'm just going to leave it there. I played it and got as much enjoyment out of it as I was really going to. Lang Zong, I'm trying to recover. There may be a gap in coverage. There's some videos there that are just unbearable to watch even for me, and I was playing it. So I probably won't post those, but I may try to restart that up if I can get the save file to work. I've been struggling a little with that. It just wasn't really working. So we'll see where we get. But my goal is that I will restart Lang Zong at some point. May not be immediately, maybe as I fight with it. But my current plan, if you see here, I'm going to start with Darkest Dungeon. I've really enjoyed watching videos on this. I like the style of the game. I've been playing it a little bit. I'm really liking it. So I'm going to record some of Darkest Dungeon. I know a lot of people have done it, so that's fine. I really want to do it. It'll be the roguelike routine for a while now, and I'll be trying to do that somewhat regularly. My goal with all of these is that I would like to get back to at least a video a day. I'm not sure if it's going to happen immediately. As I said, we're wedding planning. There's a lot of stuff going on. So it may still be, I may stick with the Monday, Wednesday, Friday until I can get a couple games going and see where we go. But roguelike routine with Darkest Dungeon will be first back. Then sort of RimWorld and EU4. EU4, of course, I'm definitely coming back to. It's the game that really got me started recording. It's what I want to be playing more of. I'm going to wait for El Dorado, the new expansion, to come out. That's due on the 26th of February, I think. So about, what's today's date? Today is the 13th, so 2 weeks almost exactly from when I'm putting this out. I will start doing EU4 again. That's probably be what I'll streaming, but I might stream other things. I haven't decided yet. And then RimWorld. When Alpha 9 comes out, I'm definitely playing RimWorld. I did get some RimWorld in while my computer was being a pain, let's say. So I'm really looking forward to playing with it, getting it, just learning it more. I have to say it's kind of awesome, and Alpha 9 is going to have drinking and brewing and that kind of stuff, and I think that'll be a blast. It's really sort of, it's more fun to me than Dwarf Fortress is, and I love Dwarf Fortress, so. Then the next two are games I'm waiting on coming out. Homeworld Remastered, I actually forget when this is due. It may actually maybe due really soon. For the life of me, I'm forgetting right now. But I played Homeworld. I was actually a beta tester for Homeworld way back, and absolutely adored it. And if you guys watched my video on, there was a space game I played. I've already forgotten. I've blanked it from my mind because it was so disappointing. That's what I was hoping it would be like. I was hoping that game would be a Homeworld 2 for me, and it just was horrible. So, Homeworld Remastered, actually I guess it would have been a Homeworld 3 because there was a Homeworld 2. No, I say that. Anyway, Homeworld Remastered, I'm jumping into this. I'm really excited for this. I'm hopeful that it'll be what I remember, because I remember it being just a load of fun. So I'm going to play some of that. Hopefully it'll record nicely. And then Cities Skylines, which is due out on March 10th. I'm really, really excited. I'm even more excited now because as I'm recording, a bunch of the big YouTubers that I follow, that I watch a lot, Quill18, Arumba, Mathis, are out in Sweden at ParadoxCon, where they bring in a bunch of folks to play their games and do some announcements and that kind of stuff. And the reports out is that Cities Skylines is great, which is really good because we just had XXL come out, and the name thing is terrible. But XXL just came out and was horrible, different publisher, different everything. So Cities Skylines, it looks great. I know some people have had some trouble with the art style being a little too cartoony, but it's infinitely moddable, it seems like. There's a lot of Steam Workshop capabilities there, and it looks like it's going to be sort of the city building game that we've been waiting for since SimCity got so screwed up. So I'm really, really excited by that. That's going to be appearing. I have never done, obviously, you've seen all the videos on you can see all the videos on my channel. It's mostly EU4 and roguelites and that kind of stuff. So I've never done a city builder in Let's Play form, so I'm not sure how that's going to be. There's no set mission, the mission structure. We'll have to figure that out, but definitely that's going to be on my list of things I'm going to play. So that's sort of my looking forward, what I'm looking forward to, what I'm planning on doing. I really do apologize for not being around, and I wasn't even tweeting. Things got crazy, and I was sort of demoralized by how bad my computer was running. So the new computer is really, it's really exciting. I'm really happy with it. It's doing a lot of good stuff. So I think we will not have any issues at all. I've run some tests on EU4, and certainly at least recording EU4, I can record it at any speed up to speed 5, and I'm getting 60 FPS. At speed 5, I think I dropped down a little bit to like 40 FPS, but still very fast. I haven't tried yet while streaming, so my guess is that I'll lose a little bit there. But if we're above 30 FPS at speed 3 or 4, I'll be delighted. And the time it takes me to run through a month in that, compared to before, you could sit and you could actually count seconds at the end. I think some of the videos that I'm going to probably skip because they were so depressing, you could count seconds in between each day, even at like near full speed. And now it takes 5 or 6 seconds to get through a month. It's just so much better. So a lot of the downtime that we were sort of sitting going, and I was filling and vamping and trying really hard to make it interesting for you guys, that's going to be gone, and we'll be able to sort of speed on to the next thing. And I'm really excited by that. Would have made Poland a lot better. Definitely, I hope I can finish off Langzang and make that a lot of fun. So I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a great set of games. I've been holding off on playing a few, Darkest Dungeon, mostly so I can sort of discover it in roguelike routine. I'm really excited. So I apologize again for not being there. I hope you all had a good holiday, whatever holiday you're celebrating. And soon I'll have some videos back, and hope you guys will join me. Thank you very much. Bye.